If you've ever thought about getting a drone, now might be the time, and this might be the one. So this is the DJI Mavic Air. It's a really fun drone to use. We are not drone users whatsoever, let me tell you. We use this thing very rarely. Bill has his own, but when we do use it, it's a lot of fun to use. So I'm going to tell you some things that are really cool about it, something that I really don't love about it, and at the end I'll tell you maybe a reason why you really don't want to get a drone at all. So let me tell you the good things. The good things is, like I said, this is a lot of fun to use and easy to use. I took this thing out of the box without ever using a drone before, and within about 5 minutes I had this thing flying in my house, unfortunately, which you're not supposed to do, but I had this thing flying, taking videos, taking pictures. A lot of fun to use, really easy to use. So this is the actual drone. This is what it looks like. It's small, it's lightweight, it's like a pound or two, maybe, most of it's battery. You can control it with a little radio controller like this that you actually attach to your phone. And you can actually watch the video on your phone of what this thing is recording while it's flying all around. A couple of joysticks on here, a couple of antennas, and while you're flying it around, you can take pictures, you can take video. I'll show you here what it kind of looks like, what the controller looks like as you're flying around. And 12 megapixel photographs and 4K video. And there's all kinds of different photo modes. You can shoot HDR, you can kind of control a lot of things. Like I said, we really don't use it that much, but when we do, we have a blast using it. It's great to be able to get up high and take nice big landscapes. It's great to be able to get places that you ordinarily wouldn't be able to go. And it's just a lot of fun to use. One downside though is the battery life. The battery will last you 20 to 25 minutes. It's not a lot of time. Definitely you want to get a second battery backup just so you have one with you. And when you're going to be shooting, you want to have everything set up beforehand. You don't want to waste battery life flying around trying to get into the right position. Make sure you have everything planned out beforehand so you're making the most out of your battery life. But definitely get two batteries. This way you have one backing up just in case halfway through your battery's dying, you want to switch it out. So I'll show you a little bit of how it gets used. Very, very easy to use. Basically, whatever launching point you're starting from, you can actually set that as your home point, and then it will return to that exact point when you're done. Very easy. You don't have to find your way back. You can just hit a button. It'll come right back to your home point. So once you're ready to go, you fly up. You have a couple of joysticks here on the controller, and you can fly as high as almost as high as you want, a few hundred feet up in the air. You can fly around. You can get some nice footage like this. Like I said, a lot of fun to use. And now that a new model is coming out, there's a new model, the DJI Mavic Air 2. That's coming out right now, and that's going to replace this one. It's going to mean the price of this one is going to come down. You're going to be able to find this one for cheaper. So now might be the time, if you wanted to get into drones, now might be the time to get this drone, a drone just like this. Because for someone who's just casually using drones like we are, you're not really missing any features or anything by not having the new version, the version 2, over the version 1. And if it's something you even want to get interested in, start out with a basic model like this that's easy to use, that's inexpensive, that you can have a lot of fun with, and then grow into bigger drones as you go along if you want to. But one major downside to using a drone, and it really depends on where you live. We're in a pretty densely populated area here, and there really is almost no place that you're legally allowed to fly a drone where we are. And in addition to that, there are becoming more and more restrictions on who can even fly it. You know, in some places you have to actually be certified as almost like a pilot. You have to get some kind of certification in order to be able to even fly this thing. So definitely check your local requirements and regulations before you go out and use this thing. Like I said, when I got this, I loved it. I was playing around with it in my backyard. I took it down to the beach the next day to get some footage down there, and I figured I'll look up, if I'm allowed to even use it, and it turns out really no place anywhere around me are we allowed to even use these things. So I understand it, for safety purposes, but it makes it kind of difficult to use. So if you're in a highly populated, densely populated area, don't expect to be able to go out and use this thing kind of wherever you want, at parties, at the beach, at a park, anything like that. You're not going to be able to use it. And some of your favorite places where you want to photograph, city skylines, things like that, you're not going to be able to take it out and use it. It's really more for kind of quiet, secluded areas. I'm in a preserve near my house here, but if you're in an area where there's more wide open spaces, it's definitely more for things like that. So definitely check your local regulations before you get this and expect to be able to use it. But that being said, this thing is a lot of fun. I'm telling you, every time we break it out and use it, it's like a fun video photo toy. And it's great to be able to get footage of things that you would never be able to get before. So a lot of fun to use. I'm going to put a description down below. You can check it out on Amazon. The price is going to be going down. I'm pretty sure once the Mavic Air 2 is available, the price of this one's going to be going down. So if you ever wanted to get into drones, grab yourself one of these. A lot of fun. I highly recommend it. We have a lot of fun using these things. So any questions you have about this, drone photography in general, like I said, we don't do a lot of it, but put them down in the comments below. Any questions or comments you have, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.